Hello, I am here with Chris and Kayla Green, and this is their Sidewalk story. So Kayla, tell us how your life first intersected with Jesus.
My family was always in church, so I always knew of Jesus, but the relationship that I built with him and really started the conversation where we were listening and responding to each other was not until my divorce and a pretty big trauma throughout my life.
How would you describe a turning point that deepened your faith in Jesus?
I would say my life kind of went from me putting things in place and asking him to bless it to me surrendering to him and saying, this clearly isn't what you wanted for me, and I'm listening now.
How did the experience of your divorce and moving through that impact your faith?
I think that the depth of just the grief and just sitting on the steps of my soul with Jesus was really where I found that I could hear he wanted better for me, that he had this beautiful life, that if I would walk with him and take steps with him versus asking him to bless the steps I was taking, would change my life in a drastic way.
So Chris, tell me about how your life first crossed paths with Jesus.
It happened when I was young. My family didn't grow up in the church, so I took it upon myself to get connected in middle school and high school and learn those things and figure out who he was, and just kind of slowly go from there.
How did you find middle school, high school connection?
Of course, through school,
Yeah.
Through friends and stuff. Of course, as I got older, I got out of it because I was working full time and stuff like that. So, and it wasn't until having a bad divorce and stuff like that and meeting Kayla when we finally got involved again and was able to slow down and take the time and learn and be able to talk to him.
Yep. How would you describe a turning point where your faith really deepened personally?
When it deepened was at my divorce. Raising 3 kids and stuff. That's when I had to stop, take the time, talk to him, and let him kind of start taking control to get things back, and then stopping and meeting Kayla and then bringing me here to find a home, really made a big difference to continue on.
What does your everyday life following Jesus look like?
Every day we get to talk to the kids. That's our main goal is the kids. Of course, we do have 6 of them.
Yes.
So we, getting to teach them, getting to show them, also, watching them get to teach others, friends. That's the biggest thing. But of course, with the opportunity that we've been given recently, with the venue and everything, we now get to take everything we've learned and give that to other people, other couples, and teach them. Also give them classes and stuff like that to help them along in life.
What, in your relationship with God, what brings you guys joy?
I think the biggest thing for me is the kids. Seeing them follow in the steps of him, and of course, with not quite being with him, growing up and stuff like that, it's nice to see them to have that opportunity to enjoy life differently than what I would have had. So
yeah, that's awesome. About you, any joy things?
Yeah, I would say seeing the people that we encounter, including the kids, just be able to make those connections and give grace where grace is due, to give him all the credit for everything that we're doing and everything that we have. And the kids do that every day. They get to give thanks in that way.
Oh, that's good. Give thanks. Yeah. If you were sitting across the table from somebody who didn't know Jesus, hadn't grown up with Jesus in their life, what would you want to say to them?
That he has a best life planned for you. That if you would step into listening or even just press into a nudge that you feel, that those choices that you could make by following him and the choices he has for you, you'll live the best life you have possible. And that might sound selfish, and that's okay. I think sometimes Jesus has us step into that selfishness of, I want what's best for me, in order to know what he has for us.
Anything can happen. I mean, coming from someone who didn't grow up as much with him, and I was into drugs and, fell away so far in bad divorce. It doesn't matter what happens before, to take the time and the opportunity and care from other people. I mean, it makes a huge difference. I mean, the places that we're going now is so far that, I would think was out of reach.
Yeah.
To enjoy and to give back to other people, that's something, didn't think it was possible. But if you take the time and really listen, I mean, it makes a difference. So.